more flexible. Starting things off, bunched up in towards A. Gen.G, gamble for the stack on B, and it's just Munchkin right up top. Does spot it.
Shots out, but Munchkin eating some damage, down to 75. Pulls back, goes for a reload, waiting for the rest of the team to go ahead and rotate over towards this A site. Barrier mesh is set up, so looking like it's going to have to be a decent full approach out of heaven. Busy over the top, not going to be spotting anything, nor will the Han. Huge disconnected positions here from the majority of the DRX players as Tap of the Smoke comes through. Freeing going to be the first to fall. The wingman going for the defuse, not being cleared out. Are they going to be able to do it again? No. It will be interrupted, but Foxy Texture finding one apiece. Nathan flashback now. Last one standing. Defuse the right back over onto it. Flashback will be hounded there. It showers. And the defuse gets passed over to Texture. Gen.G, 3 for 3 in pistols.
For something. But with a judge inside of lamps, might not be the easiest thing. Oh, Karen.
Pushing forward and bam!
Enemy down.
Sawed in half.
Bam is right.
Dizzy around the corner. Flashback does well to find that kill. Bucky looking to be picked up. Athen has it in his hands. Karen obviously spotting this out. Well aware of what awaits him on the opposite side of that corner. Question is, how does he try to fight it? Well, it looks like you may not have to. Ooh, Athen. Gonna pull back. Bucky still here. As it's just a TP fake. Rotating back around towards short.
The sound, just the one TP. So Gen.G still cautious. Texture staying on the side.
And if the spike, ooh, pulls off the angle. Not gonna be able to see it. Freeing now in behind the truck. Paint shell's obviously gone. Opportunity to try to clear this one out. As Karen eating a bit of damage. Heals coming through, freeing, getting Athen back up to full HP.
Still being able to play further back. Sky smokes out.
Trailblazers are going to be cleared. Out into the open goes Mako. Gets gunned down. Karen able to find freeing. Now the defuse getting started once again. This Texture tries to keep him distracted. The Boombot going. Draws back down with the Guardian. Will survive with 10 HP. And be fed yet another ult charge as Gen.G start things off 2-0 just with one casualty.
DRX buying up in full, a little bit more slower, but back into B. Still a little bit of info being noted, not quite too much. So it's Yeoman just jiggling, Texture outside of showers as well. Yeoman though, as soon as he spots it out, might be looking to slow things down with the C's. But at the same time, Foxy not on the other side with more utility to try to, fight back if the push does go through.
Yeah, the volley into Hookah or Garden either way. Mosh gonna find decent delay value here.
With Karen still holding Hookah as well, I mean, that just makes it that much tougher for DRX. So at some point, they're gonna have to flood through, maybe off of the flash from freeing.
Another smoke down onto Garden. 4 players stacked up here from DRX. Could always pivot through the teleporter, but Texture's waiting there in showers. Trailblazer goes out, looking for the C's, looking for that Mosh. Able to find the eliminations. Just a tiny bit of damage going to be dealt here as Flash gets popped. Yeoman going to be taken out. Foxy, Munchkin all falling to the wayside. Karen will be able to find one. Barrier mesh has him locked in. Now starting on the rotate.
I was just wondering about the timing of that molly being sent through, but no, DRX are still happy to just kind of dance around it. And then being able to push through, noting a lot of the common positions, takes down Gen.G.
This is a huge flank. Time going to be dwindling here. So Texture trying to find the shots, down to 3.
He's like...
I mean, having a little giggle. Just dancing around, but he got his target in the end.
Does he clap?
Just trying to ensure death here if possible. Karen finding one. Further damage dealt here as Mako is able to just...
Having a successful B hit, why not repeat the same thing? But Gen.G needing to switch things up a little bit, looking to slow them down. Stick bites out.
Texture eating quite a bit of damage, doesn't find that much in return. Barrier mesh out towards Ellie there. Paint shells into the back. Flashback at the same time. Able to find Munchkin. Sees towards Garden. Fast lane comes up. Texture able to find the killer. Showstopper now online, but he will be taken down. Push into the back of site. Athen able to find Yeoman. Now the neural theft going to be invested from Flashback. Sonic sensors placed on the site. Karen and Foxy9 going to have to back away. DRX off this site take will go ahead and tie things up at 2-2.
It's another site hit. Just being able to set up with the utility, the graph net, everything all sent through. Barrett mesh to stall and hold back as well. I mean, once these sonic sensors are up, it's that much more difficult for DRX to retake, especially, you know, if it takes time to rotate over. So that's just DRX's style, just being able to collapse all in full. That many players, it's too overwhelming for the majority of, well, I mean, Yeoman, Munchkin to hold on towards the B site. So at some point, possibly, Gen.G might have to start peeking and pushing out for a little bit more.
Let's see, though, if it does come into play here in this round. Already fast take here onto the A side, getting ready to come through. Kevin sliding into the back, finds the headshot, catching one. Foxy9 does manage to put him down. It's in behind the box, eats quite a bit of damage, though, and Mako swooping through lamps will be able to finish him off. Paint shell, showstopper, both available. Texture not going to be able to go for it here. Barrier mesh holding them at bay for the moment.
Slowed and stunned down as well. Ooh.
Ring pushing through, finding the headshot. Setting the flash, re-swing from Texture. It taps in. Now suddenly 2v3. Showstopper can come into play. Molly sent out from Mako. Showstopper chasing onto the wrong side. Time being bought. They're untapping now, going for the hold. This one to half. Texture unable to win the fight here versus Mako. Flashback.
DRX being able to fight back in numbers and once again executing through. Now back in towards B.
Flash in, three-player stack here from Gen.G. The mid sliding across, Texture catching him in the face there in transit. Bring up into Hookah, barely missing out. Finding damage here on the Athen flashback is, oh, Munchkin. What? Snap, I cannot believe he actually found that kill. Ends up trading his life out, but still maintains the advantage here for Gen.G.
One of the first few rounds where they find numbers on top of them. Boombot will be able to spot it a little bit as well.
Smoke dissipating in Texture. Yep, just kind of using the Boombot as a bit of a guide, bit of a distraction. Yeoman now jump peeking at backside. See if he can spot anything out. Doing well, hide away for now. Prowler towards Garden, scouting nothing. As now shots going out. Both players' position going to be confirmed. Orbital strike thought of here for Karen for a moment, but looks like call comes in to save it.
"30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Drop out immediately. Greeted with death. Texture will shove them back. Looks like he wants to go on a chase.
He's pinging it out.
10-2-2. Could be his 11th elimination, would get him over halfway to the next showstopper.
10 seconds
to
left.
go for it. Yeoman could run out, maybe die. Gets the ult. Texture gets the kill for the trade. But not necessary, so slowly creeping up. But being able to do most of the heavy lifting with the kills is what the utility now. Stopping the B push. Maybe trying to do the same thing. Backing off though, trying to play from backside instead. Yeoman needing to spot out quite a lot of info. Prowler confirms and now looking for some spams through the smokes. It does push DRX back in towards his site. Karen is ready. And if he's able to just receive them, trail back, he does have an orbital as well. A lot of the Gen.G players close to ultimates.
Foxy. The flashback here. Slow drift across, using that toxic screen. Ready to show shoulder, and there you go. Foxy going to be taken down. Flashback winning the entry duel. Annihilation sent. It's not going to be found here. As Mako in a very far forward position. Does end up getting caught. Texture, however, going to be taken down. The flash is good. He hasn't been able to collect two. As Munchkin will similarly die. And now Yeoman, last one standing, walled off by the barrier mesh. Will just have to backpedal. DRX not allowing for Gen.G to gain the lead.
It's one of these rounds where the rotations will be a huge factor for DRX. Initial B approach, but spotted out by Yeoman. Then kind of double backing in towards A. Just even with the spacing, position from Foxy9 as well as Karen, the slight timing in which they were able to push out DRX kind of threw them off guard. Initial kills through, and Hyunmin kind of dashing in as well. Because of the smokes all over the site, Karen just could not find a single opportunity to get a kill or to hang back and set up the orbital. At the same time, ultimates from the side of DRX as well, so it's that annihilation that kind of secures, if not a bit of space, possible kill, but also just the rest of DRX being able to spray and spam through these smokes. Taking up quite a bit, so host plants. Ooh, Hyunmin.
Double push across here to teleporter. That's not going to be expected. Ooh, Texture, a little bit of a panic reposition there. Relay bolt similarly a bit off. Texture though able to safely exit back through showers out of the teleporter as Foxy, considering poking and prodding even further, and would have confirmed that they're still present over here on this side of the map. Munchkin now, a lot of pressure maybe on him. Spring considers the Seekers, which would give the jig up over in Hookah. This judge now in position to potentially find value.
I've got your trail.
Seekers let loose. Finds him, forces him back. The snake bite gonna be thrown. Can repositions, just looking to try to hold them in place, but Hyunmin swoops in from behind. Munchkin having absolutely no idea. Sonic Sensor getting the stun. Another one out in front. It's Gen.G. It's gonna be a struggle to try to get back into this site.
Yeah, it's like near impossible given the numbers as well. Foxy having spent the Thrash too, just not quite being able to find much off of it. So it's gonna be pretty much DRX getting away with a big win on the round in terms of economy as well. Alt economy to say the least. Again, rotations forward and executes back in. And also, just an added note, the fact that Athen has sonic sensors, it's so useful on the map too, just being able to place it outside of teleporters. Saw for, again, the specific timing at which to possibly cut Hyunmin off on the approach. And further information as well. Okay.
Hit at the ready. Goes ahead, invests it, trying to pivot them back over towards this A site.
Play inside it with the judge. But then you really got to think about the players who are on the A site. I mean, how do they play and work around it? Sure, the smokes are one thing, but it just kind of stalls. Freen can still flash out of it. At the very least, you do have showers, which can help
Over there.
in with the firefight to block off the spike plant. Texture in with nades and Foxy as well. Ooh, just continue to buy time.
Orbital sent out right here on the edge is Charon. Feeling the heat on his face. Push now coming through, up over the top, but it just cannot get the shots. Damage, but no kills found. Flashback now. Swooping in from behind. Foxy trying to hold things down, but Texture ends up getting lost in the process. Yeoman finding one. Can't free steady for the other. Athen catching him off guard as the Dizzy quickly gets cleared out. Spray down. Losing control here is Foxy9. Now it is just Munchkin left alive. The teleporter being noted.
It's going to be dual isolation from this point forward, but knowing DRX, they're not going to give it up. Mako as well. So far back into short.
Pushing forward, taken down. DRX get themselves up to 6 here. Attacking side. Looking alive and well compared to what we witnessed on Pearl.
So much so, and it's a team effort. Flashback was pretty smart to stagger his sort of flank back into showers as well, taking Texture away from the fight. So it's
Hyunmin trying to lead the charge. Relay bolt getting sent forward. Trailblazer dodging across the texture. Sliding up past the smoke, able to find one, but Hyunmin in behind. He's managed to go ahead and equalize. Karon, full flash, takes a kill away, but freeing now. Picking up two. Nightfall goes through the site. Plant coming through. Being stuck here by freeing. This flashback takes a very deep look into the site. Munchkin around the corner, judging that range, not going to be enough to kill. Puts him to 53. And now asks Yeoman to try to pick up the slack.
Hunt and sees, so maybe a bit of info.
Check behind the box, the Han could be thrown down. Cam gets the hit, blind spray, comes up with one. Ceases to check for another target, nothing spotted. Has to get started on the defuse, has to basically stick this one. Takes it up to half, flashback swinging out of the corner, gets the headshot. Close but no cigar. 7-3, DRX continuing.
Do see slight improvements. So now next round coming through, a lot of info outside of B for Gen.G. Need to play far back now. Munchkin still continuing to try to hold. Might just give him more vision into his sight, but you can see and tell that DRX are swarming all over. Texture in with the showstopper, and he's ready on the site to try to receive if there's the slide through from Hyunmin.
Throwing net.
Pressure on Munchkin, able to deliver on 1-on-3! After freeing, I'll take it down. Munchkin gets a fourth! 5 HP, and where in the hell did this come from?
Spikes down.
It should have just been the one.
Ooh.
I thought it was going to be a trade, but good lord, Munchkin now hunting for the ace. Weapon going to be swung back out. Flashback will deny an ace away from him. Texture saying, well, I understand. Good lord. Flashback looking for a little bit more, tries to go for the reset, but
an added bonus as well, but that's it. DRX will continue back into A a little bit faster this time. Slowed down by Foxy9's mosh pit. Just trying to keep them away.
Karen's fishing for anything that he can get. Neural theft, overdrive, seekers, speaking of which, gonna be sent out. Made to lead the charge, pushing his way over towards Lamps, fighting in against Karon. Karon ends up falling. Molly now going to be out of the equation. Texture able to find one, finds two as Mako will also get dropped, but he himself going to be taken down. Splashback, swoops out from showers. Munchkin now, last one standing. Killed 4 in the previous round. Now his team asking him to kill 3. But they are scattered to the winds. Athen rotating around into heaven. And Flashback on the prowl, sneaking up from behind.
Might have been noted by the neural theft.
Swing around the back, finds the timing, 8-4, DRX out in front of the half.
Flashback as well, who was popping off the last time they played this.
Munchkin solo towards the B site here, triple stack. Orb's gonna fall, looks for the timing, gets one, can't get the other.
Cage trigger.
Equalized trade as Cage goes up, Flashback eating a bit of damage. Sky Smokes will get called in. And that Dizzy goes up over the top. Wingman carrying the spike over, looking for the plant. Athen trying to spray it down. He's going to be able to do so. Yes, he will.
No surprises.
Plant's interrupted. Foxy now picking it up, sticking it.
Spike planted.
Spike
Nice drive.
in play. Hyunmin swinging around the back, arrives over at short. He's able to find one. Foxy trades it back, ends up getting dropped by Athen. His Texture desperately dukes it out here alongside Flashback, who's now all on his lonesome with just 20 health. Tucks around, goes in towards Lamps, and Karon will be ready for it. Another pistol here for
around the positions on triple. They're able to then swivel around with the pistols. Good hits, but next round it's just DRX initially stacking, but then rotating off of timing. Trying to work around the potential toxic screen too, so that is baiting out some movements from DRX, which well, Gen.G might not have heard so far, but that's what they were trying to go for. So nothing noted thus far. I mean, maybe at some point, if the Dizzy gets tossed or Haunt refreshes.
It's a complete lack of information. Or being tapped, him and swinging forward. Orb does get taken. But now just a slow drift back here from Yeoman. Munchkin calling for the team to rotate over his way. It's just Athen set up on B. Sonic Sensor still on his person. Not been committed here to the site.
Saving it for the next round possibly, but this is an opportunity now for possibly Texture to find Athen.
He spots nothing on neither.
It's behind the smoke, so DRX trying to
Thanks, little man.
surround the side with their pistols. Maybe exits if Gen.G continue to try to push up. But if not, just to die to the spike.
Likely going to be the play here.
Very conservative plays from both teams.
It's more of a question of, does anybody go on the hunt? And even Munchkin could try for it. Looks like Charon's going to be the one passing that Marshall over here. Good started though. Backs off, kills the camp, swoops in. Hip fire onto one, turns back 180, looking for a 180 into a 180 kill. Slowly pushing forward, turns back again, and Athen eventually will find him with a headshot. Ian freeing.
DRX has their guns this time, so Slight pushes out, nothing spotted outside of V-Long for now. Gen.G trying to play it safe. Slowly inching forward into the A side off the toxic screen. Look at this one, just cuts the side in half.
Camera around the corner, Texture quickly clearing that out. It makes his exit with the blast pack, not wanting to get caught. As Hyunmin catching Munchkin by surprise. And now we'll immediately start rotating towards the A site.
Smart timing on the push.
Oh, Texture able to find one. C's connecting here onto Mako. Swings out, puts some shots into the shoulder there of Yeoman, trying to force him back. But Yeoman manages to hound him down. That's going to be a weapon recovered. Now Karen able to find Hyunmin at the same time as Texture will fall. And in the blink of an eye, this site that was so reinforced, that had the firepower from the weapons, it ends up falling. Freeing the IGL is sent packing.
Definitely needing to hold on to whatever he has, but oh my gosh. I mean, it's like slight timings with the toxic screen, just trying to create a bit of presence off of that. And since this one is cutting the side in half, your vision is obscured that much more unless you had a player position outside of A-short, which DRX didn't. But as soon as the screen falls, I think Munchkin was then trying to look for possible lurk kill outside of B. But that's when Hyunmin peaks as well, taking him down. Economy, not quite there, but Hyunmin does have the ult. Oh, into the corner of Showers. But that said, a different toxic screen this time. Hence the shower positioning from DRX. Quick barrier mesh as well, so that will continue to push Gen.G off of the site, or to wait out the entire deadlock wall. Munchkin, once again looking for the lurk kill, just inching forward, but yeah, it's a classic from Freeing.
Hyunmin trying this again, watching the angle, but Hyunmin able to find the kill, swaps the weapon out, skips down. Not even that much damage taken.
Not expecting the push out. So that's a good pick. Still quite aware of the Showers positions. Gen.G, slow creep back in. DRX continues to stall. The last time this happened on Pearl, Gen.G ran out of time, so they gotta go soon.
And 30 seconds remaining. Everybody now on this side, two players set up here in shower. Molly goes through, Munchkin with that outlaw, able to find Hyunmin. Athen now, sights paid. Over here towards where the spike was dropped. Turns back, finds Foxy9. Texture able to get Mako, but Munchkin breaking through. Texture just running down, freeing. Couple shots in, flashback, will be able to get him, but not until after the spike has been planted. 1v2, and Charon spotting him out.
at Gen.G's positioning, just all the way on the other side. They're not really looking to challenge too much, waiting for the timing of things in case there is a peek out. The Baromesh already committed outside base short, so just buying time, trading utility for utility. The toxic screen from Munchkin, just buying a little bit more away. Still looking for the slow creep up into towards B though, but a lot of respect paid to Freeing because his guiding lights into Trailblazers do gather quite a bit of intel and they can throw them off. That's info outside of Hookah now. So DRX will keep 3 players on towards the B site, but ultimately it's Hyunmin down with the op on Showers.
Jumping up, head gets spotted there. Munchkin quick to evacuate. Texture on the angle. Kind of sacrifices Foxy9 for his troubles. Trying to hound down Hyunmin here, but can't quite close the distance fast enough. Relay Bolt doing well to slow up the approach. Now the off reposition. Texture still going for the swing.
30 seconds left.
He's gonna grab Orb. That'll be a showstopper online.
Prepared for hellfire.
Gets trying the spot here, Freeing, advancing forward, gets himself in, and now, oh, Munchkin, stolen from behind. The Annihilation nabs him up. The time dwindling, and the call to save has been made.
And that's how DRX wins out in the rounds. Again, just off of the setups, off of the utility to stall, fight that off.
Waiting here on that line, but off shot will go out. Boombot will find a bit of damage. Showstopper now on the hunt, sends it, and gets his target. Texture maybe inadvertently ends up through the teleporter. Split away from the rest of the team. They still manage to get rid of the op. Find solid first kill here in the round.
He does peek out and see that Showers is somewhat clear, and that could be a potential spot for him to push through, being able to go in before that A split. I mean, angles outside of Showers, you can see quite a bit deep in towards the back of defender spawn. So DRX will have to watch out for this. Potential dizzy execute from Foxy9 as well for the rest of the team to push into A. Waiting for the toxic screen to refresh in full. Smokes to dissipate as well. And all that time, Athen has arrived to support. Once again, 30 seconds, and DRX continues to stall and stall and stall.
30 seconds left.
Man, going for the plant. Texture. Ooh, getting spotted. Does manage to skirt away, and the spike does not get interrupted. Carol into the crossfire. Able to find Athen. Flashback. Trying to hound him down. Texture just bouncing away. Just behaving like a maniac. Flashback continuing the chase. Texture is just taking him for a ride.
You know, they're playing tag. And Flashback is it right now. Oh no, well, it's gonna be the save.
For those who can. Malco looks like he will be able to just slowly drift back out towards the spawn, but this round, the movements here from Texture, far too good. Munchkin, oh, the Dragon Cross.
My ultimate is ready.
He will go down. Flashback can hold on to.
Next round now, Op's bought back up again. DRX should, I mean, Gen.G should be considering that it is in play.
Oh,
whoa! Dinked up.
Down to 6 HP. Such a brutal way to start. Gen.G immediately looked to slow things down. Hyunmin going on a big walk outside of Showers.
It's an info sight line being locked down at the very least, so Munchkin cannot quite aggress back into Showers unless it's some kind of a TP play, which then would be crazy.
Flash gets stuck on the wall, doesn't make it out. So not gathered. Texture maybe giving him a bit of a freebie here by saying, yeah, here's a Boombot, here's a Thrash. Shots being sent, Mako. Good. Clear that out, avoids being detained. In the meantime, though, Munchkin opening things up as much as he can. Slides forward, overdrive, popped. Yomen makes it over towards Lamps. Now pressure arriving from behind. Relay Bolt to try to slow them up, to slide onto the corner. And Hyunmin guns them both down. Foxy, Texture both falling. But he in turn is taken out as Munchkin's able to find the kill.
The spike.
Spike down A.
It's a Mako, 15 seconds now remaining. The pit being raised, freeing, desperately spamming away, trying to find a target, but now he's the last one
10
left
seconds left.
alive.
Spike planted.
Spams in, Munchkin does get tagged up slowly, just tucks back into the shower. At this point, there's just no hope in this round. Gen.G will gain the lead, 10-9. And once again, start breaking down this economy on the side of DRX.
Without a doubt, the battle of attrition is starting to encroach upon us. And it's also an intense chess match with how they're kind of trading back and forth in positions. DRX, even with Hyunmin and that crazy overdrive play, being able to microflake onto us the second target. It's Gen.G with the trades back through.
Before he died, I could have said that it was the year that the Macintosh came out, which is 1984.
Whoa. What the? What? Fun facts from Achilles. Anyway, Gen.G now continuing to try to slow approach through. At least looking for traps and trips to break. Baiting out the smokes from Mako as well. Hearing that little hop up.
Munchkin just forever sticking around here.
These rounds are going to take quite a bit because Gen.G wants to, get those utilities away from DRX. They could be very useful in retakes, so they don't want to give that to them. No trailblazers for retakes, no flashes, whatever.
I have the spike. I dropped the spike.
It's always the first phase is to bait those out as much as possible, gather as much info as possible. No op this time from Hyunmin too, so he's actually a little bit more mobile thanks to that, just being able to creep all the way out. This is so much info for DRX now.
30 seconds left.
Going through, freeing, eating quite a bit of damage there off the pain shell. Wide swings out, tries to get onto Foxy 9, but Foxy manages to clean up too. Flashback and freeing, both take it down. Happen. Slow walking forward into the pace here of Charon. Will be able to go ahead and scoop up a weapon. 3v3 as they look for the retake.
Gen.G has to stay hidden too in the post-plant positions, but
coming on the peak, hits the headshot. Mako at the same time able to trade one back, but the texture swoops out from Lab, cleans him up, and now it is all on Athen. Position noted, flank coming through, and texture will just go ahead and swing out the...
Hyunmin pushing out with the Phantom.
Oh boy. The double stack here.
Too clean, it's gonna be match point.
Texture just there as a bit of a bullet sponge. Mako pushes up, utilizing the smoke to be able to recover the weapon.
All right.
Does have an orbital strike.
Some saving grace for DRX, but the rest of the team does not have too many guns, so that's why they're holding a lot of these four positions, especially the one into hookah. But even then, if Gen.G are able to deal with the utility outside of long, make their way into sight, those stingers just won't be enough to deal with the spike plan. At the very least, though, Gen.G is still taking their time with things, but having that kill in towards the A side, they sense that A is the softer one.
There.
Mako's still trying to fight back and make as much noise as possible. Athen spot them out.
Playing this out quietly. He's about to go ahead and walk into Foxy 9 and finds him with his back turn.
Down A.
Over there.
Net thrown in. Texture slowly walking forward. Munchkin able to find one. Texture breaks through the flank.
30 seconds left.
So position swapped around now, but Hookah not quite yet noted. Freeing still staying tucked in there, but he's gonna have to try so darn hard to fight through from that spot. I'm sure Gen.G is quite cautious and aware of this potential spot as well.
Spike planted.
Oh, thought he was gonna be unscouted. Ends up getting spotted.
The op for Gen.G is so valuable. Slow peaks, and as soon as DRX tries to, bait out, go for a util play. Oh, there's the flick.
Okay. Flicks down, finds Mako.
He's still on with it. The microflake's always so deadly. It's a signature texture move at this point.
One of the key tools taken away here from DRX. Flashback needing a kill, needing to get that neural off, and needing to survive, but texture will not allow it. 24, 9, and 5. Seekers sent here from freeing. in relative desperation to try to gain any ounce of information.
That just might have been around.
Seekers are cleared, freeing quite far forward. Munchkin, they make the call to rotate, and he will, and they're gonna start walking right into him. Showstopper now, chasing Texture, wanting every single kill, and he will not miss out. Gunman here outside of the teleporter, gonna be seized. No, gets away from it before it can activate. Spike though, getting pivoted back over, and Texture on this line will look to try to complete an ace. One more, Hyunmin, will he give him the opportunity? He's gonna back away. The Dizzy, however, confirms his presence. Texture chasing in from behind, looks for it, and Yeoman takes it away! The very last